like taking testosterone, obviously taking doses exceeding what I was prescribed.
Yeah.
And I mean, never advise anybody to do that otherwise. Taking stupid stuff, like with no advisement, no guidance, no experience, and then what you could do to your body. Like I lived in hell for months. I need a half hour by myself.
Morning journaling.
Yeah, dude.
Are you kidding?
I have ADHD. I can't sit there.
What do you want me to write about, pal? It's all up here. I gotta write it down.
Conversation. The topic was if there was a race that could be removed
Oh my God,
on planet Earth, what would it be? I'm not putting answers out there. We all had different answers to an
Dude, what the
extent.
fuck?
I'm just saying this is one of the behind closed doors conversations we have.
I think people get stuck in their trap of their day, and this is why most people fail in fitness is because.
Welcome to the Infinite Crisis Podcast. This is episode 6, maybe 5. I'm so lost.
It's 5, dude.
We're on episode 5.
6.
I'm your host, Chaz Finnegan. This is Umar.
Oh, you're gonna do introductions?
I don't know.
You already said you already said his name. You
Your
gotta
host
say my
Umar?
name. Yeah, I'm Gio.
I'm Zan Carver.
He's a co-host.
He's
though.
our
He
special
ain't-
guest
yeah, he
today.
ain't
Special
fucking-
guest, Zan Carver today.
I feel super special.
You should. You're a
Yeah.
special guest.
I shouldn't have said that.
What?
Yeah.
I said you should also.
It's all right. All right, cool. All right, let's
Welcome to the podcast, Zan.
Yeah, thanks for
All right,
having me.
dude. Introduce yourself.
I'm Zan Carver. I live in New Jersey, just outside of New York, so I don't claim New York. Work in Wall Street, and I'm a fitness professional. Try to be a bodybuilder. I pretend on the weekends at least.
He's a New Jersey guy.
Make sure you give him your address, by the way.
I thought you were really gonna go deep. When you started saying New Jersey, I was
Yeah.
like, already?
New Jersey, 30 seconds outside.
How
of the
big do we have
city.
to be? I'm in the United States of America.
No, we honestly that's something we didn't know, like how
Yeah.
specific to get. Like we didn't say like they were trying not to say names of girlfriends. That didn't last that long.
Nope.
And then
My
obviously the asylum sign kind of gave it away too. So it's not too hard to put that in the
Guys, you know
notes.
you have Google, right? Like
Yeah.
they could.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
People
Your
wanna-
name's on the internet.
I think if people wanted to kill us, they could for sure.
Dude, so easy.
I wouldn't let it happen. At least not myself.
You wouldn't let it happen.
I don't think. I think if they'd come after anyone, it'd probably be me.
Most likely.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. You.
What kind of people do you think would go after you?
I'm not doing this. I'm not fucking starting with you right now.
All right. Anyways, if you're first joining us, this is your first episode, please subscribe, like, comment below.
It's a new one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
just wanted-
glad you did that.
I wanted to add that in there.
You waited a little
Yeah.
long.
I've been forgetting that, and I need to make sure. We need more subscribers. We need 1K. Dude, I just realized you got like how many subscribers on YouTube?
I just broke 5.
Yeah, dude,
but
that's great.
yeah. I took a break from YouTube. I was pushing YouTube for a long time.
Yeah.
It's so hard to grow. Man.
I watch a lot of your videos.
Wait up.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry. 5 total?
5,000.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, are we celebrating 5? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
man. Little wins,
I was
baby.
gonna celebrate.
Little wins.
We all start somewhere.
Nah, but your TikTok's like what?
My TikTok's like 57. My Instagram just passed 11 yesterday.
Nice.
So I just passed 10, like, I don't know, 2 days ago. So it's like, I was at just short of 5,000 entering February and it hasn't even ended. And I just doubled it. So,
Wow.
yeah, but that's just real growth. Like, the real is like, if they catch any bit of the algorithm, it's like, you know.
Dude,
like,
that's it.
I've been posting since like 2018.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you never know when it's going to happen.
This past month, you got a bunch. You said.
Yeah, this past month I doubled the Instagram. The TikTok was like 30 when I started the month, and now it's like
Black History Month too, man. Good for you.
Here we go.
share it.
I was having a conversation with somebody the other day. They were like, "Isn't it Black Awareness Month?" And I'm like, "That's crazy." I was like, "You don't need to be aware of that. Like, that's wild."
I'm not celebrating awareness; we're celebrating the history of it. No.
Wait, so you've been posting since 2018. Obviously, you're picking up good amount of traction now. What was your content when you first started, and why do you think you're picking up content? Like, what is it that you're known for?
Yeah, I think when I started the fitness thing, it was more so when I was playing college football, and like, I think fitness was kind of coming onto the scene where it was more like acceptable to be making content, but I was always like the outlier, and like I didn't tell people I was posting fitness content. It was more so just like documenting it.
Because they probably would have fucking bullied your dumb ass. That's why.
Listen, like,
What year was this?
That's why.
2018. It was right at the end of like my college football career, my senior year.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I started like taking videos in the gym when I was training because like when football ends, you're like, well, what the hell do I do now, right? And so like the gym doesn't have to end. And I was like, oh, I'm watching all of this YouTube content. Like, I don't know, maybe just document my own process and journey or whatever. So I started posting it. And it was funny because, like, I had an Instagram. It was like Zan Carver IV because I'm the fourth. My dad and, whatever. But so then I made a Zan Carver Fit. And so then, like, I was, like, automatically on campus known as Zan Carver Fit. So, like, anybody who would see me from, like, across, like, the cafeteria would be like, Zan Carver Fit. And I was like, whatever. So, like, you take the heat for, like, being the person who does something that's different and, like, whatever. And the people always look at you weird when you have a camera out, right? Especially back then, like, 5 years ago. Nobody looked at that as normal. But then I guess when it really started to, like, getting a bit of traction was probably when I put out a YouTube video in April of 21, I think. My skin like blew up. Like I started TRT because I did a little bit of a prep during COVID. None of the shows happened. They got canceled. I had no muscle to speak of anyway, so at this point I shouldn't have stepped on stage, but we couldn't get my test levels to come back. Like I had like 63 total nanograms per deciliter, like 8.3 free. So I was tanked. Wow. Yeah, and anything we did diet-wise, sleep, like scaling back training, I couldn't move the needle. So I went to an endocrinologist, got prescribed, and felt immediately better. Like, everything was better. Yeah. Like, 6 months later, I'm getting more into bodybuilding. I've already started TRT, and I was like, if I'm going to compete at some point, I can't do it naturally. So I did, like, my first cycle. It was pretty mild. It was only test. And I think I just did it too long, and my skin blew up. Like, I had a huge cystic acne spurt. Everything just kind of came on all at once, like August of that year. And then I went on Accutane, like, maybe 4 months later. And so my skin, like, erupted. And then I fixed it, and everything got better. But then I made a viral video about it. Didn't expect it to go viral. It was more so just to, like, show, like, how bad it got. And then, like, my headspace was so much better once I fixed it because I had, like, a new perspective on life. Like, how bad things could be. Like, couldn't train, man. Like, I was wearing 2 sweatshirts just to, like, put my back up against a pad. Like,
was that because it was painful?
Yeah, okay. Cystic acne like lives underneath the skin, right? And there's no way to get it out unless you lance it, right? So like, dude, my mom like saved me during that time because I was working from home. I mean, if I was working in the office in New York, I was wearing a white shirt with a suit every day. I'd be bleeding through that shirt every day.
Dude, Jesus.
Yeah, it was bad. So like, my mom basically would like lance them. Like every day, I would take like a break, like 2 o'clock, take a hot shower, and she would like lance it with a needle, just to release the pressure. So I was like I was going in there every night to train. I was wearing like 2 t-shirts, 2 sweatshirts, anything so I could just like brace against a pad. None of my like leg workouts were with a barbell because it was like all right on like the trap area where I had a ton of it. So like the pressure I just couldn't even fathom. So I was doing like Bulgarian split squats, anything that I couldn't like touch anything. And so like I gained this new perspective on like being able-bodied, like being able to move. And so then when I posted that in April, it was kind of funny. I posted it on like April Fool's Day. So I got a bunch of heat. They're like, oh, it's probably a joke because put it on April Fool's Day. But like I showed every clip of every picture of like all through the process of my skin blowing up and then fixing it. And then Greg Doucette and More Plates, More Dates made like review videos on them in the summer.
So it had already blown up and then they caught on to that?
Yeah, like it started to catch traction for a couple months, and then in like June, July, I started getting all these text messages like one day. It was like down the shore with my ex-girlfriend, her house in LBI, and I'm getting all these text messages, and they're like, dude, like Greg Doucette just made a video on you.
Wow.
Whoa. Like, and like immediate like heart drop, like I was shocked. So I sat down in their living room, and they like put it on. I'm like,
was it a good video?
Yeah, I watched it. Actually just saw it this past year, and I watched it. It was a pretty good video.
If you don't know who Greg Doucette is, he's like a pretty well-known guy in the fitness space.
Some most annoying fucking
honestly, just really annoying. That's kind of how he blows up.
Well, I think the reason why he's done so well is because he's polarizing.
Yeah, just super polarizing.
Yeah.
Kind of like Gio.
All right.
But he kind of tore me apart a little bit, but he said some nice things.
Yeah,
there
we go.
Like,
Well,
I was like,
he's got to have a.
I remember him being all fucking icy about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a couple jabs in there.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
More Plates, More Days was more analytical. And like I definitely liked his video, I think a little bit more. Yeah. But like the 2 videos obviously gave me a lot of like attention.
It's just that guy's voice, dude.
Yeah, crazy.
His voice is
I
just
know.
fucking...
Some people just got that voice. You just like you can't listen to them like.
Listen, I know my voice isn't the best, but dude,
That's pretty smooth. It's pretty silky.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of it.
You what?
I mean, just kidding.
I feel bad too. Like he's explaining like this fucking cystic acne thing, and I'm over here wincing the whole time.
Yeah, I know, dude. What's wrong? Have you ever been through anything like that?
I'm surprised you haven't cracked a joke yet, to be completely honest. That's what I was waiting for.
What about
it's the most humane you've ever been towards
Yeah,
somebody.
I'm
It's the most
listening.
empathetic I've ever seen.
Well, I
you.
told.
First of all,
No.
First of all,
when he goes, first of all, there's no, he's just defense mechanism.
no. First of all, don't get it twisted. I got hella jokes brewing in this head right now. I just doing what Chaz asked and letting them finish.
That was good. You did great, dude. I think we all did good.
Yeah,
But you used to be fat, so that's kind of like something.
I was fat.
right now.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, Chaz is fat shaming. You heard it here first, guys.
Everyone, I'm just saying what he's been through.
Don't fucking cut it out. Just so
similarly.
you know, Chaz is just equally as piece of shit as I am.
not,
All right.
bro. I respect that you were fat. I'm just saying it's something
Respect that you were fat, dude.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was a little porker for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll suck that up.
Anyways,
So Greg just that video,
Yeah.
plates one.
Yeah. So, I mean, those 2 videos combined gave me a little bit of YouTube traction, but they petered off. I mean, there was nothing like, I wasn't really doing anything, I think, that was like much different than most other people. Other than that, like I posted my skin stuff and like it was helpful to people. The thing that was like rewarding about the experience, because I wasn't really doing it for attention, was that like people who had skin issues, like whether it had anything to do with like PEDs or anything else, like maybe just genetic, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously you're genetically predisposed to acne, right? Yeah. So like it had nothing to do with, bad skin care or shit like that. I think it was more so just you're genetically predisposed, and then like other people can relate to that because you just have acne growing up.
So the reason I wanted you on the show is because I had a similar experience.
Yeah. Tell us about when you were disgusting.
Yeah, so I was disgusting as well.
Were you also fat?
I was not fat. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience. It was actually pretty deep, but I had like similar to you. I had acne before in college too. I had like freshman year of college, just super bad on my face, but it was just my face, no body acne. Had that, and my mom had acne too as a young kid, and she has like scars on her face. I never had any scarring on my face. It was like for a year, it went away.
Lucas has it too a little bit.
Lucas has it. Yeah, he started Accutane. I don't know if he told you that.
No, when would he have told me that?
When he was here, I don't know. Do you talk to him? Do you even care?
Well, I wasn't gonna bring up like acne on his face. It's fucking rude.
He's taking Accutane now, so it's. But anyways, I was predisposed. I started gear maybe like 4 years ago.
What? I thought you were.
Cat's out the bag.
What the fuck, Chaz?
It was weird because it wasn't until I think like my second cycle. What
was the duration of the first cycle though?
Duration of the first cycle was like 16 weeks.
Never came off.
16 weeks, but I never did any other compounds besides test. So I did test like 700, up to 700, I think.
Yeah.
So very similar. Not in dosages, but very similar in terms of like...
Because mine was about half. Like mine was 400.
So I did 700 for the cycle. Never did any compounds because my show got canceled. So, but I got shredded, whatever. Everything was good. Came off, did PCT and everything. Then I did my second cycle. In that cycle, I had actual competition prep, and I did the competition compounds, everything like that. And everything was chill, no skin issues at all. Skin looked great still. And then after that cycle, once I came off, that's when I started to have problems. Like 1 month after I came off everything, started PCT. Started to come up on my, like, it was mainly my back, shoulders, and then chest.
Yeah.
It started to, it like moved. It went from my back, then to my shoulders. And yeah, it wasn't as bad as yours, but I totally like feel you with everything. Dude, it's so uncomfortable.
Well, I remember seeing Chaz in the gym, and dude, like,
I cannot imagine.
He just looked like he was in pain when we do some exercises.
Go left, 3 pictures.
Go left?
Yeah.
I was...
That
way.
Jesus.
That'd be right.
Yeah, whatever, right.
Christ.
Yeah, I was never to Zan's extent.
Yeah, I was I just saw pictures of yours earlier.
I showed him.
You did?
Yeah. So I was gonna say definitely.
Let me see that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My experience with it was actually I remember working with Chaz early on and seeing his back. I forget how far from shows this was, but he didn't come back for like 3 months, like meaning to get like worked on.
Yeah.
And he came back like 3 months later. and I was just like, this is a whole new person.
And I came off. I was off for a little bit, and then it got worse, and it was like super bad in my chest and everything, and then it started to go away slowly, and that was pretty much. It was like a total like 3 or 4 months maybe.
Your shit's gone now completely.
Yeah,
I haven't seen you with acne.
Dude, my
in
acne's
fucking,
been, especially like this.
His back was so smooth.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say
smooth.
I haven't seen him with acne
dude.
in a long time.
But yeah, it's crazy how it changes like the texture of your skin and everything.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Ever since then, like I kind of like at the like. You ever seen Christian Guzman when he has
Yeah.
a chicken skin
Yeah.
kind of deal?
Yeah.
It's kind of what it is sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's been good lately specifically, but like ever since then, I haven't had an issue with it. It hasn't flared up or anything like that. But it's like you just don't know how to explain it. I couldn't explain it to myself. Like,
How'd you get rid of it?
Just washing after the gym as much as I could, but I didn't do anything different.
Did you run blood work when you?
No. I think maybe I did, but nothing out of the ordinary. And my coach at the time didn't really say anything. He was just like, "Oh my god, well."
Holy shit! You're gross.
This is bad.
I didn't have anything to say about it, and I had no direction. I had no one to go to. It was difficult.
I mean,
Sounds like a pretty hard time for you, pal.
It was.
Yeah.
You don't never.
No, I'm being serious because it was hard for him.
yeah.
That was the whole point, is that you guys would talk about it and show people that,
Yeah.
you know,
I
there's...
can't imagine how uncomfortable, dude. It was hard to work out, like you. And
Yeah.
My chest was bleeding.
Dude, you would be like, first off, probably disgusted, but also you would just like your heart would hurt for the like people if you saw the messages like
Right?
people would send me. Because like when I put it out there, like I put it out just like candidly, like, yo, this is what happened to me, and it sucked. I had to take Accutane. I didn't get any of like the like depressive
Side effects.
side effects of Accutane.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Huge
one of the
one.
main side
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah, I
like, you
didn't
know,
know.
lips were like, you know, definitely dry, cut up bleeding. My nose was bleeding all the time. You know, that sucked, but like I was in such a better mental headspace by the time I was halfway through Accutane because I started to see the progress.
Yeah.
But like people would send me videos like saying like videos, pictures, messages saying like it like totally helped them out not being able to like, caffeinate, baby.
Sponsored.
Yeah,
Delicious.
yeah. Shout out Monster.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, Monster owns
owns
Reign.
it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no
I didn't know
idea.
that.
Yeah,
I didn't
That's
either.
actually delicious.
Is
Yeah.
it like fitness more? Why do they have two different brands?
Well, obviously, Reign was created, then Monster bought them, right? So
Oh.
Monster's like a conglomerate, like beverage
gotcha.
company now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What you're saying, what you're saying is actually really important. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Hey, listen, I'm always good for the energy drink.
But it is true. Like the self-conscious and the insecurities that come with bodybuilding, even if it's not the way you look, it's the things that you put in your body that can cause you to look a certain way, like your acne.
Right.
Like I told you, when I came off cycle, dude, my hair started thinning out of nowhere, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, right.
And dude, I was freaking out.
You said,
'cause-
yeah.
I said what?
Well, Zan said something in his video. At the end, you said, whatever you're putting in your body, it matters.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
kids nowadays just
Don't
do not
care.
don't care.
Dude, I gotta find the video. There's these two dumbass kids, man, like just like pushing that they're on gear, and so
Oh, is the one you sent me?
probably.
It was like me and bro on.
Yeah,
it was
me
literally
and
like
bro
me
on cycle, and they're panning each other, and they just look
Openly.
like fucking idiots.
I hope people know these are like class 4 drugs.
Yeah, like
These are entirely illegal.
Yeah. And
that's the other thing
How
too.
some of you kids are getting this is
It was
beyond
hard
me.
because you had been prescribed TRT at that time.
yeah,
so
it was like fully legally like taking testosterone, obviously taking doses exceeding what I was prescribed.
Yeah.
And I mean, never advise anybody to do that otherwise. But like I told the story to basically explain how bad it can get to like save kids from doing exactly that.
Yeah.
Taking stupid stuff like with no advisement, no guidance,
Yeah.
no experience, and then what you could do to your body. Like I lived in hell for months.
Literally did.
If I was it, so God forbid, that happened while I was working my job in person, right? Because I was working from home for more of the better part of that year. Dude, I was wearing a white shirt every day to work. I'm a suit and tie guy. Like I have to go
Yeah.
into work looking presentable,
Yeah.
and like I would be bleeding through shirts.
that'd be
There's no way.
Yeah, that's
So
nuts, dude.
I lucked out on the timing, and it kind of saved me from myself. But like, all these kids are just like taking SARMs, ill-advised,
Dude,
like stuff they'll
like-
find online. These LLCs set up shops. They sell these like garbage products, and then they just dissolve and create a new one and sell the like a different branded same thing.
Yeah. What's the other one? Rad 40, 140 or some shit now that all these kids are doing.
People hit me with stuff that I'm just like, what is that? Like I'm like this. I've never heard of this before.
MK677.
It's just
wild.
wild.
MK something.
Well, that's
fucking
just the appetite. Right?
Rad 140. It's just all these shit that fucking all these people keep telling these kids to take, and you got some dude who's like on everything under the sun, jacked out of his mind. Like, I take fucking testosterone, and this is how I look. It's like, dude, you're a fucking jerk off. And then you got those 2 kids that I sent you, fucking me and Brawl and Cycle, being super fucking homo about it and pinning each other 24/7 and telling these kids that they need to start a cycle ASAP because they're victim weight. Those are the sick kids that go out and get punched in the fucking mouth because they think because they have muscles they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I just think the industry pushes it so hard. Like the earlier you start now, the better it is because you got to break the record to be the youngest pro now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's essentially what what it pushes. Like how can you say it doesn't?
Right.
But my question is this. So kind of you had said something. How many people do you feel like reached out to from like a bodybuilding standpoint that suffered from this, and like people that are just like everyday people? Because like you said, like so many people are affected by, you know, whether it's cystic acne or just acne in general. So when you got these messages, were they coming from other fitness related people, or did you get like a mix of everyone?
There's a plethora. I think there's a draw to me because I don't just live in the fitness space. Like I work a New York City finance job. Yeah. But anybody who's like health conscious or fitness like oriented has somehow come across me. Yeah. And it was typically because of my acne or because of like TikTok stuff that I post. Yeah. So like anybody who saw any bit of my content because of that, it was typically because they were at least on the stratosphere of fitness, right? Not necessarily bodybuilding. Because not everybody was taking gear that like ended up with the acne issues. Yeah. But I think it was more often than not somebody was like, hey, like I started running a cycle and this happened to me. How did you fix it? Like coming to me for solutions. And I was like, well, you created the problem, A. B, you need to figure out what it is going on internally. Like go get blood work now. Like you should have had it yesterday. And because you'll see things in the blood cells that are going to tell you exactly what's going on. You have an infection, white blood count through the roof. Same thing happened to me. I had this huge, like, softball size growth in the back of my leg. Holy shit. And I went to a doctor to like figure out what it was. We thought it was a spider bite. So I was working in my parents' basement during like the whole lockdown, and there was a ton of bugs down there. And I was like, oh, I got bit by something. My white blood count through the roof. It was a cyst. It was living in my ankle, and it was growing. It was getting worse, and like they were giving me antibiotics. Nothing's working, and I fixed it somehow. I went to the ER, spent a $1,000, and they gave me some medications to keep your feet up for 3 days, and it like basically drained. But I thought I was gonna have to have it lanced.
Jesus.
Yeah. But like you wouldn't know any of that if you didn't go get blood work.
Yeah.
Right? You'd just like be like, oh my God, I didn't clean my ankle. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Right? So like people are like, what washes do I need? Like I'm like, it's not the wash, dude. Go get blood work.
Yeah, right.
Something internally is going on, and you need to fix that now.
What CeraVe is that?
Yeah.
But, so going off of Chaz's thing, I will say though, for some people, it quite literally just comes down to a like
cleanliness,
a cleanliness and a routine. Dude, the gym has so much, and depending on what gyms you go to, like so much bacteria. And people don't now, especially, don't wipe down stuff the way that like there was a time frame when it was pretty big. Like, a lot of people were pretty adamant about wiping stuff down. I mean, even the thing made that pretty like big deal. But now I rarely.
Are we
ever
saying
see
the C word on this podcast?
Bleep that out. Bleep it out. Okay, I didn't realize. I forgot.
We got to come with a code
just
word.
say the pandemic.
Yeah,
You could say pandemic, right?
that's why I said locked.
It's crazy that we can't say it, whatever.
The
But
fucking ban.
yeah,
this
for some
whole
people,
account,
it
dude.
is like it is just a routine and a hygiene thing. For me, like the only place that I even get acne really is on my back, and it's not remotely anything crazy. I'm talking like maybe 1 or 2 spots here or there, and it only happens to me when I'm actively going to like a public gym.
Yeah.
That's how it is for me. Like I'll get like one, because I don't really get acne on my body.
Yeah.
But like I'll get like one pimple, and I'll know it's like one pimple because I can fucking
You can
feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Which is
it's like-
crazy that we say that, and then he's sitting right there like these piece of shit dudes. Like they got one pimple and they feel.
Yeah, bro, I got like needles all over my
like
body.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, these guys got
No, but-
infestations, and I'm like, I got one.
You know when you feel it, right?
Yeah.
And like a lot of it is like obviously gonna happen in your back because you could barely reach it, right? So even if you were like super diligent about cleaning after the gym, like you need like an arm,
A scrubber,
with a brush, so that you can get back there. But I think like you cover your bases on like, okay, like I used like a
Scrub,
hypoallergenic
like this,
like
that,
soap. Yeah, I've scrubbed, and you're diligent about it after the gym, like you're not eating your meal and chilling out in a sweatshirt, like, if you've done that and your skin's not getting any better, blood work now.
Okay,
like,
gotcha. So first the cleanliness, and then go to blood
The fact
work.
that we got to tell people to fucking shower is insane.
I'm sorry if I have to tell you you gotta wash.
Fucking.
Like you said, a lot of people will sit in their sweats.
Well, keep in mind, I work outside, and in the summer, I sweat literally for probably 16 hours a day because I'll work all day, and then I'll go straight to the gym, and I'm sweating all fucking day.
Yeah.
And I still don't have any issues. I mean, granted, I drink a lot of water, and then I shower as soon as I can.
Blessed.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Not everybody can say they can do that.
Right.
But obviously, there's times where, like, sometimes I will get, like, a couple because I've been sitting in fucking sweat for so long.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, don't be a fucking dirty pig.
Don't be a slob.
Don't be a fucking slob.
A polite way to say that is work on hygiene first, then do blood work if that doesn't solve
Why do I
it.
have to say it politely? It's
gotta
pretty
be
normal.
I like the way you
don't
deliver
be
the
don't be
message.
gross.
The way you deliver
I
the
have
message
to
is good.
mitigate it.
Only
always.
thing worse, like, and you know who's the same people who you got to tell to shower. The people who, like, you go to the gym and you could just smell them walking around like a fucking hoagie, dude.
Oh, dude, I went back to
Like a hoagie.
I went back to my
I
college.
can't even make a comment.
I went back to my college gym, dude. Those college kids stink, bro.
Dude,
Stink.
like they never heard of deodorant.
Yeah, no.
You've seen what a college kid usually lives in, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
That's
dude.
why.
Oh my
Insane.
god, dude! When I was in college, I would like go see my buddies in the dorms, and I would just be so fucking disgusted.
Oh yeah,
Like it's just shit
'Cause-
everywhere.
because you dropped out.
Well, no, I commuted.
That's
why he dropped out. That's why.
Yeah, that's why I dropped out.
Can't deal with these guys. They're gross.
Because I commuted and fucking dude, I would like go hang out with them, to make me feel like I was in college.
Yeah.
Dude, they're fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And the girls were gross too. College kids are just fucking gross, man.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Unless they're like those doctors and engineers where they're so anal about everything and probably got like OCD.
Still,
Nah,
even,
that's not even why. It's how they were treated as kids. It's definitely like parental. Like,
Trauma?
I
You
think
think-
a lot,
you think
no,
their parents are
trauma?
pigs?
Maybe no. I think
Oh, yeah.
I think if you
Yeah.
got a mom who's like literally chasing you around and cleaning up after you the entire time you're growing up,
yeah,
you go to
you're probably
college and
right.
you got nobody to clean up behind you, so you're just leaving a mess everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like you see it I've seen it in my friends. I've seen it in kids. It's like, okay, like 2 and 2 together. Your parents did everything for you growing up.
You're how old?
I'm 27.
27. Isn't it crazy seeing friends that are 27 years old that are still slobs?
yeah.
Dude, it's,
Blows my mind.
you know who I'm thinking of.
Uh,
Just take a guess.
You
Whose
gonna
house
name
we've
drop?
gone? No.
You gonna-
who's half
We've gone to, and it's just a fucking.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You have to let me know afterwards.
Yeah,
I'll
let
let you know. But dude, we go to our friend's house and just shit everywhere, 24/7.
Crazy, dude.
Our age?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your age,
Mhm.
27 or 8.
Yeah.
Like a year apart. You guys
It
your
wasn't-
age.
I'm 2 years
not
younger
a-
than you. Right?
not a big
I'm
space
way ahead of
either.
you.
At the time, it was a big space. So.
But even now,
Yeah, right. Crazy.
it's fucking crazy. Cause like, dude, when I get like that, cause when I've lived by myself for a good bit. Even when I had tenants, like I didn't, like obviously they didn't clean up my mess. But like,
Yeah.
when I fucking go from, like when I'm out of town for a week and like I get home, like obviously like I'm not really in the
Same.
mood to clean or anything. So like I leave a mess, and after like a day of me seeing that fucking mess, I'm like, dude, I'm disgusting. I gotta clean this the fuck up.
I worked 3 days in a row, so I had to I pack 4 meals. I come home, I only have time to either like cook more chicken. I have to like cook when I come home,
Yeah.
clean the dishes, and then set up again for the next
Yeah,
day. So
exactly.
Like, usually, most of the time, I'm either skipping the dishes or going to the clean. Like
You're skipping something
Yeah.
because you're fucking tired.
yeah,
And
2 hours.
but even then, like after like a day or like a couple hours of seeing that, I'm like, dude, I can't. Like I feel like such a disgusting person.
I think your guys' like habits though aren't like there's some people that just hoard and just trash everywhere. Like you guys,
And we can get
Leave
rid of
a
those
certain
people,
area.
by the way. They're the worst.
So just
those
like
are the ones that we're getting rid of. Remember
We-
this conversation we had? We had a conversation. I'm just gonna put it out there. We're not gonna follow up on it.
listen. The idea was that if
No.
What happened?
The conversation, the topic was if there was a race that could be removed
oh my god, no!
on planet Earth, what would it be? I'm not putting answers out there. We all had different answers to
Dude,
an
what the
extent.
fuck?
I'm just saying this is one of the behind closed doors conversations we had. It was pretty crazy. We'll have it after the camera's off. But you see what I mean? You can put it in the comment section.
Yeah. First of all, it's a playful fucking thing. We're all different races here.
It's
Yeah.
hypothetical.
It's
and
a
it was like
hypothetical
a what if.
thing, and it's
Like,
a
you do
joke.
that stuff when you're kids. It's almost like that.
Yeah.
These people
What's
take
that
everything.
thing that you do when you're in like middle school? With
I don't
that
know. It
paper?
wasn't fucking.
Oh, God.
Chinese finger trap.
No,
No,
that's the
That's the thing you put your dick in.
You know what I mean?
Pussy.
That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
The
the finger thing.
It's just a elevated version of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, to the max. dude.
Yeah.
It was a crazy conversation.
it was.
Anyways.
but look, Chaz's whole head just exploded. He's
I
like,
know. I just cannot believe you brought that up.
Why? It's not like we haven't said anything. All I said the topic. This is a great question.
you don't
Yeah.
think that these fucked up people have these conversations too about like
Yeah, I'm
shit
sorry. Like being
yeah.
too politically correct. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Like, give me a
people
break.
people have these
I'm not-
conversations.
I'm not one.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not one to pull any like racial cards and like stuff like that. Everybody love everybody, but
because
like,
you can't, Whitey.
yeah, you're right.
Everybody, dude. I love everybody. And I
It
can't
wasn't.
say
It
anything.
wasn't even about a race thing. We were literally just sitting there, like having like controversial conversations.
Yeah,
and
to
I don't
be
even know how
fair-
it came
Stop
up.
provoking.
To be fair,
Oh, it
there
was
was
great. I was like, there was a
also-
lot of statistical conversations.
there was some.
It was a lot of
there
If
was
there's
some-
math brought to the table, that's a legitimate conversation.
Yeah,
People
there
hate
were-
when you bring facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were a little have a little tree in our system too.
Yeah.
So you start thinking, and obviously I asked the question because I think it's hilarious to see what people think. I think it's a funny fucking topic. I don't know what's wrong with it.
No, it is.
You don't think
There's
people,
a lot wrong with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure people watch those like Indian street food videos and they're like, you know what? Do we need?
I read the comments
we
all
need-
the time.
Oh
bro.
my
It's
God.
crazy. Because I grew up eating a lot of that stuff. So I'm originally from Pakistan.
Okay.
So like street food that's in India. Very
You were
similar.
born there?
Yeah, I was born and raised a good amount in Pakistan.
What age did you move here?
Back and forth, officially like settled down when I was around like 10. We went back and forth a good amount.
Okay.
But yeah, so like, I still have gone back multiple times. Still go back. Planning on going next year. But the street food there, like, there's no sanitation
Yeah.
at all. Like, you're guaranteed if you go to a country like India or Pakistan, it has nothing to do. Sorry, that's just how the world is. But if you go to a country like that, you're gonna get sick. Like,
Dude's apologizing.
110%, you're
for
gonna
sure.
get sick.
I work with a girl who has like a real stomach issue right now.
Yeah.
She went to India.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend's Indian, family's there. They go for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I could be making that up, but she came back and both of them just like
demolished.
can't digest.
Dude, having
food.
a bad stomach and then dating an Indian's an awful idea. Like, it's such a fucking bad idea.
I think she inherited the bad stomach.
Oh
but
my
like,
God,
Yeah,
dude.
like she's going to doctors, trying to get her gut biome checked. She's doing the FODMAP thing.
This guy's like
cutting
try my
things out.
curry.
Yeah.
We just go to a hospital, they put an IV on us, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's like literally all they do. Like, we expect, so like, no matter how much, at first we thought, hey, if I just drink bottled water, I'll be okay, because like the water's what's really dirty.
Sure.
But all the food is processed with it. So no matter where you go, it's just a matter of time. Like, I hope that I get sick immediately, so that way I can enjoy the rest of the time there.
Just get over it.
I'm not even kidding. That's my thought process.
How long is your
That
trip when
sounds
you're
like the worst vacation
Chinese
ever.
food as quick as you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Let me see how fast I can hurt myself so I can get over this.
I don't know if that's the right way to approach that.
Well, typically, I mean, but you're guaranteed to get it. So I'd rather get it at the beginning of my trip and like just because once it's in your system and out, like your body adjusts to it.
You know what sounds crazy? Just don't fucking go there.
my family's there. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, tell them to meet you at an all-inclusive in Mexico, all right? I'm not going
Yeah,
to
just don't drink
fucking
that water
Pakistan.
either.
Dude, my family's from Guyana, so they're West Indian, and, we got the same crazy kind of cuisine. It's kind of mixed up with Caribbean food as well, so it's like Indian and Caribbean food. And, yeah.
It's not the food itself. Like, the food itself is delicious. It's the process.
It's the
how
way they eat, yeah.
unsanitary it is. It's a third world country, dude. They're not even remotely close
Right.
to.
Yeah,
Like,
these guys are flattening naan breads with their armpits, all right? I'm
like
I'm going to pass, all
the
right?
naan breads are still made in underground ovens. I mean, that's just a
Yeah.
tradition thing.
That's fine, though.
but it's not.
That
yeah.
underground oven's cleaner than that dude's armpit, all right?
I agree. Yeah, sanitation is not the priority.
I don't
This
know.
all came from you talking about the comments. The comments are wild.
Dude, dude.
Because I agree with them, but I'm also like, bro, the food's so good.
Yeah,
It
probably
is sad, man.
Yeah.
But like, the comments are fucking. I think I laugh harder at comments than I do videos. now.
Seriously, the comments are the best.
I pull up the comment section when he sends me stuff now, just because like I want to see how bad the comments are, so I know how bad the fatality is in the video.
Oh, you want?
I don't
you,
even
you
watch
go,
the video first
oh.
anymore because I'm so scared as to how bad they've gotten.
Dude, the best is like, I'll eat one of those like Delta 8 Johns, and like as soon as it kicks in, I hit the reels, man. And
Yeah, I know, dude. The other night
I sound like a million,
you got
bro.
baked, and
Dude.
I got 10 fucking videos. Of
and they
people
were all
dying.
hilarious,
He's that guy.
bro. But let me tell you,
ruined my
guy.
algorithm.
oh my god,
completely.
dude, there was
Death,
one of
death,
them.
Death.
There was one of them, and like the dude just jumped, and like it looked like this. It looked like this, like the edge of this couch, but it was concrete. And
The military one?
He just landed flat on it.
Oh, you showed
The
me.
dude was supposed to fall out and hopefully get like belayed or whatever it's called, and they're supposed to catch him.
Yeah.
Just never caught him.
Ribs to dust.
Whole rib cage is completely just.
He goes ribs to dust.
That's what the caption was. That's
That's what the caption was, dude. And I was
And all these guys are running over to him and putting hands on him like it's gonna do anything. I'm like, the guy's gonna die.
Or the video where you see the video where the dude, it's not funny. The dude jumps off and he goes to parachute.
It doesn't open.
And his buddy's recording him. And like as a friend, dude.
Like a base jump off of a pretty high building, but not like.
And he has like a parachute in his fucking hand, by the way. Like you just knew it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, like high enough to be like the parachute comes out, but low enough to when he hit the ground, you heard it.
Oh,
Bro.
Like from the dude said recording.
And it's so funny, like imagine like you're recording your boy and you're like, nah, it's not
Keep
funny.
saying it's so funny.
What's funny is like to be that friend, just like fucking, and you're sitting there, and then your friend jumps, and you're like, "Oh shit, dude, here it comes!" And then you're like, "Oh shit, dude, here it comes!" And then you hear, and
That's it.
That's it, dude.
It's insane how much death is on.
But you know what's
social
crazy is
media.
like all those
right?
videos where they record like their friends dying or something, they never seem shocked. Not once is it like, "Oh my god, shit!" They're always like, "Oh, that's it, that's it, that's it."
It's crazy. Like it's crazy that you can just hit. It says like this is like censored, and then you just hit CY, and then you can just see it.
Yeah.
Like it
That's
used
all
to
it
be a
takes.
whole. I don't know about you, but it used to be a whole process to find videos like that on the internet. You'd have to go down a rabbit hole.
You have to go to like Live Leak or World Star or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it's just like on Instagram. Like the stuff that you can send me is insane.
Shit's
I
in
wish
demand.
you couldn't, but
Yeah, don't start sending that my way because I don't want to pivot my algorithm away from the positivity.
Gio's
You know,
already.
I like keeping a good headspace.
Dude, I'm reposting animals all the time.
Just trying to be
so
happy.
I could get my algorithm.
Yeah,
better.
dude, I'm seeing this guy post like baby cubs drinking coffee or some shit, and I'm like, that's not what I sent you.
No, I taught
Baby
you.
cubs drinking coffee.
Yeah, I don't know, something ridiculous. It's cute shit that he's
It's a
trying.
combination of all the stuff that I post animals, I post coffee.
My
All these put together.
algorithm isn't just death, by the way. Like, there's a golden retriever here and there, and like,
It's just wild. I have such a hard time believing that.
Yeah,
Your
dude.
content is
I
so
swear.
I don't believe that.
varied in depth. Like the variability of it is wild.
it's not. It's really not. I just don't. Why would I send you guys the cute shit?
Because we like it.
Like
Shut the
sends you
fuck
something
up.
cute. Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, like what am I? What do I
Morning
look like?
Starshine.
Yeah, what do I look like sending my homies fucking pictures of baby puppy golden retrievers in different
You have a
clothes?
golden retriever, so I could be like, I get it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna enjoy that cuteness as a man alone. I'm not gonna share it with
I
you.
send food. I just send food.
I respect
I,
that.
I send you food too.
Gio loves food.
I send it
Yeah.
to the people I want to go eat the food with.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I send you guys food too.
There's good food around you too, obviously. Wait, so where
around
do you?
you.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
Yeah.
very good food around
Yeah,
you.
like
Yeah,
the
there
North
is.
Bergen, Edgewater
Yep.
area, all the way down to Hoboken.
You've been to
Now he's
Soho,
getting so
Soho,
specific
Edgewater.
to where he's
No,
at.
I've never been to Sojo.
It's cool, dude. Or Sojo, yes.
Yeah, I've never been to Sojo.
Cool, dude. It's cool.
I feel like you got to go there on a date because otherwise you're paying $95 just to get in the place.
Exactly.
And that's for an Instagram.
What the
picture.
fuck is it?
So it's a spa.
Oh, you went there with Jules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got like a
I mean-
pool.
Object 36 or whatever. Whatever the fuck. Since we're not name dropping, my bad.
That's object 36. It's crazy.
yeah, dude, it's nice.
1 through 35 didn't make it to Sojo.
Yeah.
That's so funny. No, but you got to pay like $100 just to get in the place, and then
Is
all
that
the
how it works?
Yeah, and then all the services on top, they just layer
That's
on.
crazy. I mean, it's like a airport, dude.
So
Yeah.
it's
Charging
100 to
$20
get
bucks
in.
for
Yeah, but it's Instagrammable. This is why people go.
Look at the two brown guys just like, I'm good.
No,
fucking-
I mean, honestly, it looks nice. They like put a robe on you, and you just like kind of like waltz around. Like the place
It
is
is.
cool.
I just
It
wanna
feels
eat.
cool.
Wait, is it a
Nah, no
restaurant?
food.
No,
food.
dude.
This is not a restaurant.
This is
No,
a
it's-
spa,
Oh,
dude.
it's a spot.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I would
Okay,
do this.
okay.
I would do this prior to going to the what's it called, Brownstone Pancake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're right next to
Yeah,
each other.
because if you do Brownstone Pancake and you go there feeling real fat, you're not going to be happy at that place. I would do it in reverse, but they're like literally right there next to each other.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince you and Jules to go to a spot down in Avalon, I believe.
Yeah,
It's
right.
called
Down the shore, you
the
told me.
Reeds. Stunning.
You told me
like
about that
absolutely
place a
stunning. I
while
did a
ago.
Turkish bath there.
Oh yeah.
The whole room is completely tiled. Like it's almost the size of my entire clinic, like open area clinic.
Okay.
Whole room is tiled. There's like buttons, showers, everything all along the walls. They bring you a whole tray of different muds, and it's labeled for body part. You put it all over yourself on whichever body part. Entire room then gets turned into a steam room for 45 minutes.
Okay.
the whole ceiling is. You ever see like the inside of like a Rolls Royce where it's like starry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The whole ceiling is just starry. They're playing like gentle, calm music. At 45 minutes, she's like, the water's gonna turn on. I'm like, all right, cool. This will be dope. I didn't realize the entire ceiling, every inch of it, is a shower. So like the last 5 minutes, they play tropical rainforest sounds, and it's just downpouring. Wow. Downpouring. It's like $375 a person. Yeah. So like you're definitely paying for it.
Were you alone in that room?
No. What do you mean?
Was that
no, there can be groups and stuff. You can go with people. You can go with partners.
Umar's with a bunch of random people covered in mud.
Taking a group shower.
Walking around.
Yeah.
But like between the mud, the steam room, and the shower, like I felt like a type of high like the entire time.
$375 a person to get covered in mud.
Dude, that's how it is at like a lot of spas. Like that's
you're right.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not. I guess. obviously, I've never really gone to spas, so I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not something you do every day unless you can afford to do stuff like that. And I still wouldn't do that every day.
That's an experience thing, not a routine thing.
For sure.
You know what? They also have the float therapy things.
Oh, I want to do that.
I did one of those.
Done it?
My ex showed me it, and
there's one right down the road.
yeah, there's one. They're all over the place.
Kyle went there.
They're fucking sweet, man. Like you go in, it's like a completely like just super saltwater little fucking bath type thing, and you just sit there and you fucking float. And you got like music, nice little lights. It's fucking
There's some really big ones.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
So
a lot of the ones I've seen locally are like typically just one side, like regular sized people for the most part. But they make some 13, 14 foot ones that are just massive, and you just feel like you're in a
it's
giant,
pretty sweet.
like,
You feel like you're in the ocean just floating, bro.
You could trip pretty hard in there. It's a little.
Yeah,
the spiritual experience.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to do, man. Definitely.
This is the stuff that I don't do. I'm so like wired all the time. Like
Yeah,
I never
probably.
chill.
So
okay, actually talk about that.
Talk about like your work and like your work schedule. At least like what hours do you work?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a lot better than when I started. Because when you like get into New York City finance and like
Yeah.
you actually want to do something, like your job's like a bit demanding. Like you're doing like 11, 12-hour days.
Yeah. And preface, I don't know if we talked about that yet. You just work in finance in New York, right?
Yeah, so I've
not the place, but
yeah, I've said explicitly that I'm not allowed to like say where I'm at, and I think that's just because like social media is so like uncontrollable.
Yeah,
so like kill you.
Yeah, I don't want to be a liability to nobody.
Yeah,
but I mean, I work at like one of the biggest global banks.
Yeah,
and when I got into the career, I was very fortunate to get the role, but I was definitely like starting from the bottom, and so it was like an entry level position, making very little money, and it was just trying to prove yourself and learn as much as possible. Like turn into a sponge and just soak. So like I was doing like 12-hour days. I would train at 5 a.m. and I was trying to film content too, which was like absolutely absurd. So like I had a buddy who, one of my best friends, Pierce, who lives in Hoboken.
He's the guy in your videos.
No,
that's Lou or something.
Yeah, Lou's like he's like my younger brother basically. Like, I met him like a little over a year ago.
And he's a videographer.
Yeah, oh my god, dude, he is so
that's
talented beyond his years.
Kid's sweet.
That's great that you know some
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so fortunate the people I'm surrounded by because like I have some really talented like content creators around me. But like when it started, I was going to the gym at 5 a.m. and I had just a buddy, one of my like high school football friends. He was like finishing up school, like doing an extra credit or two at like Montclair State. And he was just home. And I was like, dude, I will pay for your gym membership if you come film me while I work out at 5 a.m. He's like, deal. And like, you don't get loyal friends like that to wake up that early when they don't have other responsibilities to like come
fuck
film.
yourself, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Not necessarily loyal friend.
Yeah.
5 a.m., dude, to film
Can't even
you.
trust this guy to put up a closet system for you.
Dude, you had the fucking cheapest shit in the world.
And guess what? I did it by myself because you failed.
Dude, this guy gave me anchors with, by the way, his studs aren't even fucking matched because he lives in the shithole of Philly. Fucking studs aren't even 16 inches apart.
That's not true.
House was built like dog shit.
You did a hack job. You did a hack job. Just admit it.
By the way, I get there and there's a million holes already in the fucking wall.
Not important.
This dude
Can't find his studs.
Yeah.
Not important.
This dude spent 4 fucking eons looking for studs. The whole wall. I was like, dude, why don't you just replace the entire drywall at this point?
You tore apart the wall to put up a closet?
Yeah, and it worked eventually.
Eventually
it worked. And my girlfriend's very happy, and I did it. And I displayed myself as a man building shit. Anyways.
There we go.
I had to go over there before and hang up a fucking curtain rod because this dude couldn't do it.
Couldn't put up a curtain rod. It's on record.
I could put up a curtain rod.
Your kids will see this.
My kids will see this. Anyways,
how has
working 12 hours, making like $50K. I saw in your video.
Oh, okay.
Just really.
So you're really putting it out there like that.
I mean, he put it in his video.
I didn't know that.
I put it out there. I don't like talking about like compensation. People
definitely
always like comment on my TikToks and they're like, "How much do you make? How much do you make?" And I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you ever tell it? Like, Do people like publish their tax returns? That's silly.
Dude, it's now a common thing. People on TikTok now literally will
flex.
give
And
their
why would you do
entire
that?
breakdown, and like it's like they want it to be a thing they talk about.
And
it's
YouTube
one of the
too.
new things.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
Max Tuning
No,
and
it's
all
weird.
them, they like break down like how much they make off of YouTube, all this stuff.
Yeah, and
Well, that
people
makes
are
sense. That makes sense because they're profiting off of what people are watching. But like people who have normal jobs, like me or you or you or you, to go on here and be like, I make this, this, and this.
Right.
It's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I think like God bless you if you want to share your personal information like that and you have no like reason to like hold yourself back from doing that. I just think it's silly to like release information and also set unrealistic expectations.
What's your social?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Thought about it.
Yeah, 6. But I don't know. Like when I started, I was doing 12-hour days, and then COVID kind of saved me from myself because, like I said, I was filming content and training at 5 a.m. I was getting on a bus at 6:30. I was in the city by 8. I was working till 8. I was going out to happy hours, trying to meet people, network, do the thing, studying on the bus in and out so I could pass my tests. So I was sleeping like 4 or 5 hours a night, if that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I was cracked. It was bad.
How has it changed now?
So now it's like a lot more life balance. Like our team's grown a ton, and like I'm just, you know what, like Warren Buffett always says, it's not how fast you row, it's what boat you're in. Like I'm in the right boat, and so like I'm lucky enough. I'm surrounded by really good people, like typically more educated, a lot more talented than I am, and like just play my role and continue to like improve. And so I don't have to necessarily be in the office nearly as much because the team's grown. We have more people, and more role responsibility sharing. Where I was kind of like low man on the totem pole, but also catching everything. Right?
So you got people that are under you too. That
Yeah. So the team's expanded. We have younger people on the team that can like handle stuff that I don't have to handle anymore, and like my role's expanded. I'm trying to get more licenses and just continue to grow.
And you started in 2019.
Yeah. So now it's like just short of 5 years, and I'm in like a very good life balance. Like I would say,
the work.
Yeah, but I'd say like a lot of people would view my life balance and say like it's super unbalanced, right? Sure. Because I'm the type of guy who wakes up at 5 a.m. to do cardio,
I see
like
that, yeah.
doing the content on the side, and then I'm coaching. So like
I do love watching your stories, and I see that
I appreciate
other people love that too.
Yeah,
he's very very consistent with his like stories and like
Yeah.
waking up early. Like you'd see his schedule like through his stories. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think, and like you can resonate with this, right? Like when you have long days, right? Especially like nursing, right? Like you have 12-hour long days. I think people get stuck in their trap of their day, and this is why most people fail in fitness is because they don't have the ability to prioritize, compartmentalize, and like divide the time. Right. So like the thing I try to do is just be efficient with my time. And I've learned to find a process in what I do so that like every hour of the day is allocated towards something specific. Right. So like that first hour of the day is all me. 5 to 6 is like, I want cardio. I want headspace. I want to be on Wall Street Journal reading because I want to be ahead of what's going on for the day. 6 to 7 is the commute. Right. So like during that, I'm usually like, I'm either reading because there's more stuff to read or I'm creating content because like that's important to me right now. Right. Because I want to spread stuff. And so at like 7:30, I get into the office, and like that's my next hour and a half before I start like a 9 a.m. meeting before the market opens is like the best time for me to get ahead on stuff that people interrupt me during, right? That's like not necessarily time sensitive, but will constantly get pushed back, right? And so the whole day continues to get thrown around with like new things that get thrown at us, and the market's moving, and you just have to be able to be nimble. But if you don't set up your day in a way where like you're getting up with enough time to like get stuff done, you're always going to be behind. So like I'm like the 5 a.m. to like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. So sometimes I shortchange my sleep a little bit. So like that definitely doesn't have the balance, but it's like, it's enough where like I can kind of do the things that I want to do, so.
You got to make one of those fucking videos like all these fucking stupid ass guys where they're like, I wake up at 3 a.m. and I get 4 workouts in before 6.
I see one. I'm the hardest working dude in the
dude, the NYPD guy. Fuck that guy, man.
I'm the hardest working policeman in.
The hardest working NYPD.
I'm the hardest working fucking NYPD detective.
To like be able to confidently say,
I
get it's polarized. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're going for. But to just put that out there like that, like I couldn't even have. Like,
he's not even the only one, dude. Like all these like speakers, they're like fucking the alpha male speakers are like, dude, you're not waking up and getting 3 workouts in, finger banging your chick, and then fucking, and then reading 4 chapters of the Bible. What the fuck are you doing?
You just took like a Dan Bilzerian and like combined like David Goggins.
Dude, this is the worst. And these fucking guys who are like who want to be where they're at, like rich and stuff, are like, dude, I gotta fucking do that.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
It's like those camps where like men go.
Oh
like,
my
somebody
god!
just yells at them.
What kind of fucking loser are you to where you got to go to a camp for some to fucking scream at you? Are you kidding me?
Essentially.
Oh my god!
In a small perspective, you're describing like all militaries in the world.
No, that's not the same because they have a purpose. They serve a purpose.
They have a purpose.
These guys are going there in hopes that they end up rich like these guys,
and also paying thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
okay, that's fair. That's why.
Yeah,
I will say like
this dude just said it's like the military. Get the fuck out of here.
The way you said it, where you go to a camp and somebody yells at you, I'm like, that just sounds like what they do at a lot of like.
But like that's like sports teams
I get
too.
It. Purpose-wise, it's different. Not disrespecting anybody. I'm just saying that. Always have to clarify. But
please don't take my business from me.
there is like some merit to like some of these guys having some platforms. Like I do think that there's definitely like
there's good in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of good that comes out of it just with the direction where things are now. Like we got to be reminded to a certain extent like what grounds us, like certain values, certain morals, because we have none of it.
I think the idea of a work ethic and that being pushed in itself is good. I think the way that they go about it with some of these insane extremes are ridiculous.
Well, it's all optimization. I think work is just work. Like I just don't think people are looking to. I don't even think people are looking to optimize so much. It's almost like shortcutting stuff. Like that's where the angle has become. Like everyone calls it optimizing. It's like, dude, you just don't even know hard work.
Yeah,
like you don't realize that it might take 5-6 years to even get to that part, right? Like so many people now want to see results in a couple months. They're like I see it all the time on posts. They're like, in 6 months you can change your life. Yes, you can, but a lot of people can't. Like most people in 6 months.
That's what I mean.
Won't be
like
able to make
these guys are preaching about something like, dude, you could be here in 3 months. And it's like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Most people can't. Like things take time, and that's like it paints like a false reality. Is what I mean. Like these guys are painting so many false realities, and all these guys who are either insecure, have low self-esteem, that want to be those confident dudes see it and they're like, alarm set for 3 a.m. Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's just stupid, and at the end of the day, it's terrible for these guys. Like it's more
It's like just, the toxic hustle.
It's more destructive than anything.
Yeah. Like if they got families. And
Wait, so say what you were saying.
It's the toxic like hustle culture. Right?
Yeah.
Because I think there's like 2 sides of the aisle, right? Like
we have 10-minute warning. Just a heads up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So it's like the people who are like they want like the 4-day work week, right? They want a 3-day weekend. Like there are people who are like that, like opposed to the work that they do on a daily basis, that they would like want to work less. They want 3-day weekends. And then you have the hustle culture, like toxicity. It's like you got to be working every hour of every day, no days off, 3 a.m. like midnight hours. Like it doesn't make any sense, right? There's like a happy medium on a sliding scale somewhere, but like isn't there somewhat of like a blend of like if you don't like what you're doing, you're not gonna like working, right?
Yeah.
So you're probably not going to work. Yeah. And then if you like force it down your throat of this like toxic lifestyle of hustle harder, like you're probably going to end up hating it too.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, I mean, I understand the idea of, the world is full of a ton of lazy fucking people now. So like I get that they're trying to push that out. Like stop being lazy, stop making up excuses, stop being a bitch. You know what I mean? I get that aspect, but like the steps that these guys say, like half of them, like he said, like it's ridiculous, and it's just gonna make
blueprint for it. That's what's
that's
crazy.
what I'm
you
saying.
Can't sell a blueprint for this stuff at all.
But like these morning routine videos that you see from all these people now, like I've never seen more morning routine videos in my life.
Yeah, and one thing I've been seeing a lot is that people like promote these morning routines, the cold plunges, all that stuff, which is cool. Umar's got a cold plunge if you didn't know.
It's all good. I'm all for it.
And they promote all this whole like morning routine that takes like an hour, 2 hours, when in that time you could just be working and getting closer to whatever goal you want. You don't need to set yourself up that much.
It's like when everybody started getting all obsessed like the journaling. It's like like you spend every morning journaling. It's like, dude, my brain dump is on the treadmill. That's all I need. I need a half hour by myself.
Morning journaling.
Yeah, dude.
Like, are you kidding?
I have ADHD. I can't sit there.
You want me to write about, pal? It's all up here. I got to write it down.
This is a great example, right? Like how much variability there is. Like you think it's disgusting to even think about the idea of journaling, and you're just like,
it's crazy. It's crazy you put words in my mouth. I didn't say it's disgusting. I just
Please just zoom into his statement and say journaling and tell me that wasn't discussed.
It's just like I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know, I think it's beneficial for some people. I'm talking about the people that say that's necessary.
Yeah,
like people who are like, you need to write shit down, like journal, and then read a book about some philosopher. You know, read about stoicism and shit like that.
It's too much.
I think there's an application for like a brain dump, right? Like if you're super overwhelmed and you can't even get your thoughts straight, like put them on paper, right? Or if you have a goal and you're not moving the needle, you can't even nudge the needle in the right direction, put that goal on something, right? But like if you think every single day writing down your thoughts, your feelings is going to like make you be better or feel better, like I think you're just like over romanticizing like pen hitting paper.
And that's
there needs to be action behind any of that. Like otherwise it's just spoken word and vomit.
That's where my face comes from, pal.
That's fair.
That's where the face comes from. Is that
Were you
bullshit?
going to ask something earlier? I couldn't tell.
No, I did have one more question about the acne stuff.
Yeah.
When you have your outbreak for like the 3 months total, 4 months,
something like that.
Yeah. Did you continue with the dosage you were at?
Yeah. So like the way I saw it was, there's no reason to take testosterone entirely out, right? Crash my hormones and make it like totally unproductive.
Right.
So I just brought it down to like 100 milligrams,
okay,
super light, and I was reactive to testosterone. So like I was, sitting at the very top end of the range with a very low dose. Right. So like obviously I was reacting and responding to higher doses at a super physiological level. And then when I brought it back down and I'm sitting at like a 750, 850 test level, that's fine, right? Yeah. But like I think more so it was the overwhelming of the sebaceous gland, which is underneath your skin. It's creating sebum oil, SEBUM. And then
Bumstead oil.
I saw you had
shameless plug.
I saw you had that bum sign in your house, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, my buddy Noah gave it to me because his dad made like 2 of them.
And
he was like, he's a client of mine. He was like, you want this? And I was like, sure, man, I'll take it.
It's cool, but
it's also impressive hearing somebody talk about the sebaceous gland that's not in like the anatomy, health, or medical world.
Not a dermatologist.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's dope. That's awesome.
I look at economics and markets for a living.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're out here throwing around like sebum, and like most people are gonna be like, "What?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite bodybuilder."
Yeah, right. Like,
that's why I wanted to spell it out. Make sure we were talking about the right subject. Yeah. But that was what it was, right? Like it's the gland that's overwhelmed and the oil gets stuck in the skin. And so, I think it had nothing to do with where my test levels were at, more so just that gland being overwhelmed because of over hormone production. So get it to baseline. Like if people ask me, they're like, what should I do? What should I do? And I was like, go back to what you were doing prior to all of this, right? Like just go get yourself healthy, find a midline. So like I never came off. I just like, if I was medically prescribed, it was for a reason. Right, so just go back to that, and then obviously Accutane was like the main pivotal change for me, and that was 5 months of being on that, and it nuked my skin. But that didn't mean my hormones had to be tanked to do that. Right. But,
gotcha.
And obviously, you already do this, and as we're wrapping up, I kind of was just like, if you had a message out of your entire experience, what like would it be? And I know from your own content standpoint, you already do it probably from a day-to-day standpoint, but from our podcast, if you had to leave the audience with something with your experience,
up the dose.
Shut up. Up the dose. Only of the caffeine. No, I think for me, like I try to spread out just like super positive energy. Like, I just want everybody to like do the things they love to do and like be happy in their life and like be willing to take risks, right? Because any bit of like achievement was because you were willing to sacrifice just as much of that value, right? So if you get hurt, you get burnt by risk, like it's not the end of it. You just continue to like do the daily deposits, be consistent. Like if you make a mistake, like retrace your steps, and just like stay positive in your headspace, right? Because it's super, super easy to get negative on yourself when things aren't compounding in the right direction for you. But that like, if you're doing the things that you love to do and like there's like a positive reaction to the things you do on a daily basis, you're in a good spot. You just got to keep trending higher. Yeah. So. Don't take steroids. There we go. That's also a good dovetail.
It's not a bad message, man.
Not bad advice.
Yeah, dude.
Do want to say thank you for making the drive down.
Yeah, seriously.
This is great. I want to train. Like I want to be here.
Yeah,
like, this place
absolutely.
is dope.
Go next door, bro.
I'm about to whip my shirt off so you can do some body work on me because my body's breaking right now. Kyle's got me training like over 12 days, like I only get like 3 rest days. And so like, and it started with 8 days straight of training. My body was like busted.
Yeah. What's your plans for the future for bodybuilding and whatever else you're planning to do?
The way I describe it is like bodybuilding is a mode for me to like meet as many good people as possible.
Right.
And so like I don't expect to be anywhere near like the caliber of some of the bodybuilders that we see every day. But like I like being around the space. I use it as like a way to like ground myself. And so like I want to compete again, but not till like it's worth it, right? Because like being on stage is like just a byproduct of all the stuff we do otherwise. So like I'll probably compete somewhere early 2025. Gotcha. I'm like 200 pounds now. I stepped on stage at like 170, so I'm like 30 pounds up from stage.
You did the summer shredding, right?
Yeah, I did that.
Fun?
Yeah, it was fun. I like NPC shows better.
I'm about to fucking do a summer shredding show, man. They got better prizes.
Dude, prize money's
You said you're not a
crazy.
fan?
I said I'm about to be a fan, man. They got better prizes.
Yeah, they got better prizes, but they can only give it to people on political basis. But whatever. I think
say what you really.
there's politics in every
I agree
part
with
of
that.
this.
100%.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
like the NPC show, like I did Muscle Beach. Like that's not like Atlantic States.
That show
same,
sucked,
Same
dude.
frame that they do it, but I think the NPCs run obviously better.
Yeah, for sure.
And like they're, I mean, to the credit of like Summer Shredding and like Alpha and what they've done, they built such a platform and they're expanding. But like it's just not set up the same.
I think he just added more shows too, right?
Yeah, he's doing a bunch
Yeah, they're
more.
definitely expanding for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. The one they did in Tampa, like, had, like, I don't know, 20 competitors, something like that. It didn't have, like, anybody.
It's
It
fucking
blew my
nuts
mind.
that,
I was like, if I knew that, I would have done it.
This dude used to fucking lift in a garage.
Who?
Guzman. And now he's
Dude, it's all of them. Jim Shark was a dude. He was a Pizza Hut delivery
Just
driver.
saying that the other day,
He's
dude.
a billion. He's net worth $1 billion.
Yeah, so if you get down on yourself because you're not doing what you want to do, shut up. Like, look at that.
Yeah,
like, that's
it's
insane.
crazy.
And also remember, you're probably not going to be the Gym Shark guy too. All right. Let me give
Come
you
back
back
to
to
planet
reality.
Earth.
All
Planet
right.
Earth.
Yeah, you may not be where you're at, but you're probably not going to be him either.
You never know. I'm not saying it's any of us. I'm just saying.
It's definitely not.
Could be
me.
one of our listeners.
Yeah, it could. Probably not, but it could.
Statistically, no.
Statistically, probably not. You'll probably be at a fucking fast food chain getting mad. That
Bro, I don't
someone-
want to end on that. Come on. I asked him for a positive thing, and you're out here.
That reality is positive.
You get
all
to
right?
decide whether you're the statistic or not.
See, there you go.
Listen, I'm all about realism. I'm about it, but I think anybody can make it.
Be abundantly
Anyone can make
self-aware.
it.
Yeah.
Be abundantly self-aware, but overwhelmingly optimistic.
Yes, unrealistically to an extent.
Yeah, yeah. I'd rather that than somebody who's like, you know.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gio? Do you believe in that?
What?
What you just said?
Believe in what?
Do you believe in that?
That was too optimistic for him.
Yeah, it's way
Completely missed it.
No, I don't believe in the optimism like that. No, absolutely not. I believe in shooting for the stars and doing what you can to get there. But
That's what we just said.
Yeah, but I don't believe in like that unrealistic optimism. Of
That's crazy because if everybody thought that way, we would have never progressed as a civilization.
That's fine.
Ever.
His Instagram algorithm doesn't allow him to be that part.
That's fair. That's
He's not digesting the right content.
I'm not that guy. I'm a realist guy, man. I'm not gonna sit here and be like.
That's why we got you. That's why we got you.
It's gonna go my way. Fuck out of here. Sure hope it works out. Nope, not me.
He's not that guy.
not
Where can people find you, Zan? Where can they? What's your YouTube?
Dan Carver across all platforms.
I've definitely
Carver?
seen it.
His TikTok.
I when you said the full name, I was just like, I've 100% seen that somewhere.
Yeah.
The amount of times I go to like Hoboken, I'll get recognized for TikTok these days.
Really?
And they'll literally just be like, "Yo, white monster."
Whoa! No way.
Great,
Yes.
great profile picture.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, my,
Guy's got a
just
LinkedIn.
want you to know, by the way, my algorithm is not a product of who I am.
He's still back on it.
No,
I just thought about
You're gonna
that.
get hung up every time.
I'm not-
getting
my
defensive.
algorithm is not a product of who I am.
Sure, dude.
You got to do the thing again.
Yeah. So Zan, thanks for coming on, being our first guest. Congrats.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you so much. Seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with this. This
We
is
would
awesome.
we would
Thanks,
love
man.
to have you back.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm coming back next week. See you there.
we go.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. No, I'll be at the Arnold next week.
Oh,
Are you?
nice.
Yeah.
I went last year. It was cool.
Oh, really?
Awesome, dude.
I'm hyped.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, we didn't do oral predictions, man. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it next time.
Isn't Arnold next
The next
week?
Arnold's next week, dude.
All right. Yeah. Well,
How much do you need to predict? Samson Dowd is
just-
going
all
to
right,
go
what's
in
your-
there.
Oh, do you actually?
what's your classic?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I do.
What's your classic?
Ramon, classic.
Yeah,
next.
I think Ramon. I mean, I'd love to see Urs. I prefer Urs's physique.
Yeah.
but I
What?
just- I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Okay. And then
It's
what's
subjective.
what's
That's why it's
up?
a preference, dog.
Yeah,
open?
subjective.
But what?
Open's hottie.
I think Samson.
Samson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second is Hottie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Third.
Rough.
Yeah, probably rough.
Rafa.
Yeah, he looks great.
Fourth, you got James Hollinghead. You have
I'd probably go
Horse
Hollinghead, and then I'd go Horse MD for 5.
Nah, Horse MD dropped for me hard after I saw those pictures.
yeah, dude, he might go to 6 for me. Fuck.
Yeah.
Who's you putting above him?
Justin?
Justin?
Shaban's in it, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
Justin is so hit or miss.
Shaban's
It really depends on what he
easy.
does.
Yeah,
Rodriguez?
dude, I think Justin I'll put at the bottom-ish.
I
Probably
don't
near
know. I
Horse.
think if he comes in well, I could see Justin being.
What about the
6.
other old head that
And I
came
could
back?
see Shaban beating MD.
You know what I'm talking about.
Moshe Bond and Justin Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Or no,
no.
sorry.
Isn't De La Rosa?
De La
Yeah,
Rosa.
De La Rosa.
He
also looks
John.
great.
I might have
John.
put De La Rosa in like 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able. I don't think he'll beat Justin.
You know, what
I
about
haven't seen what Justin looks like, so I have no idea. Justin has been impressive before. but I think
Justin's
he's at
shape
the-
looks pretty great.
Is it?
Yeah,
I was gonna
he
say I
looks
thought he was at
pretty
the tail end of his career, to be honest.
I mean, he
wasn't
is,
sure.
but so is De La Rosa.
That's this is a comeback.
We're finally going to
Yeah.
get to see Akeem, too.
Yeah, that
yeah, but
would
I
be
think
hard.
I really think he's done.
Hit him, Justin Rodriguez.
I
There
don't
are
think.
a lot of wild
I think
cards.
I
Akeem
don't think
looks
he's
good.
done. I think he's got another shot. If he comes in shape. That's always the question.
It's always the
What do you
question.
think about the
Yeah.
Olympia?
I'm actually going to go to it, too.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the
I
Dude,
might
that's
go.
awesome.
I might go.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I have like
That'd be cool.
Walker's
I-
about to walk in the next 10 minutes.
I have like 4
I
friends who
might.
want
I
to
might go. I might go just because he'll be competing this year.
Well, that's why I'm 100% going to New York. I have 2 people doing New York,
I'll be there, too.
so I'm definitely want to see that.
Let's go to New York.
And then, New York's gonna have a huge crowd.
Do you know the date?
Okay.
Okay.
And
I'll
it's
see if
like
I'm off.
it's like 15 minutes from my house.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
they're so close.
Yeah.
Can we stay at your place? I'll sleep in
Absolutely.
your.
I got
In your bed.
Are you gonna go for the whole?
I got a king size bed and like 2-layer couch.
You go for the whole day. Or you're just gonna show up for finals.
No, I'm gonna go the whole day.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, maybe let's do that. We should meet up for that.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Cool.
My money's on the mutant, bro.
All
You?
day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah,
it's
In
fun
May
to
and
watch.
November.
I heard Tonio's gonna.
Nah,
I heard
Nick-
he's so
Nick's-
light. No, I
Nick's-
don't think Nick's losing at all.
Yeah,
What do you
next-
say?
Next one.
No, I'm like really excited to see how Tonio looks.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. He's
He looks-
stupid physique,
That would be
man.
so cool to see
He
in
looks
person.
crazy.
He's
Yeah.
so round, bro.
Yeah.
So round.
He's so like round. It's insane.
Quentin Beastwood's also doing it.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hasn't.
That was a
He
little bit on
hasn't.
the low key side, but it is out there.
He hasn't competed
I
in
had no
how
idea.
long?
Yeah.
Like over a year.
No, 2 years
Nah,
now.
it's
Two
been-
years?
it's been a
He's
good
also
bit.
under Jansen.
Yeah.
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 That's why it'll be kind of cool to see that.
He's a wild card.
I don't
too.
think anyone's gonna touch Nick though, dude. He's just.
No, I mean,
I think Nick's the only person that looks like that level of conditioning, like hot.
Tony-
I have him winning the Olympia.
Nick.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
seeing him in person now, like yeah,
Oh, that's why I said my money was on the mutant because
Yeah.
I mean it was pretty much a wash for the New York Pro.
yeah.
Like Quentin and Antonio are playing for
Just
second
taking
place.
second. Oh yeah, that's where the conversation was as soon as he made the
Yeah,
announcement.
Yeah.
Walker looks pretty fucking nuts, man.
Seriously.
That picture of him at in the mirror at PSA in the bathroom of just like his waist to shoulder, dude.
Oh, it's wild.
Dude, let's stop talking about him so when he walks in here and be like, shh, shh, shh.
Well, we can wrap it up. Do the like
Yeah,
and
man.
subscribe thing.
All right, that is going to be episode 5 of the Infinite Crisis podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that's
Please comment, like, and subscribe below. We have new videos every week. This has been your host, Chaz Finnegan, Umar, Gio, and our guest, Zan. We are signing off. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Peace.